Alright, we are back with another Dragon Ball video today, and we're going into another stage that I have not gone into just yet, is the Virtual Dokkan Ultimate Clash stage. I have not done a video on this. I've done most of them off camera because they do tend to be pretty easy, but we are going into the 11th anniversary, so I figured we'd do a video on it, being the 11th anniversary special edition. I was debating between that and doing some missions for some of the other stages, because they revamped Red Zone and Supreme Magnificent Battle, or Blue Zone as some people like to call it. They revamped both those stages so they all have first clears again, but they did add some missions. So I thought about doing the missions, or I thought about doing this, and I decided to do this instead. Because like I said, I haven't done it on camera yet, and it is the special edition, so I thought maybe, you know, let's do this one on camera. But yeah, let's just take a look at the teams we're going to be running. I can't really show on here what the teams I'm going to be running, but if I remember off the top of my head, I know we have GT Heroes, we have Future Saga, we have Fused Fighters, movie bosses, and then superheroes. Those are the 5 teams I'm going to be running in this event. Obviously there are probably other ones I could run, but these are the ones that just came off the top of my head as like the most recently buffed teams. So I'm going to be bringing these 5 teams. We have 35. There's 5 stages. There's 7 units per stage. So we'll use exactly the amount of units we need to use to beat it. Usually these 11th anniversary ones are pretty easy, or not 11th anniversary, but any of the anniversary ones, they're usually pretty easy. So I don't expect anything too hard out of this, but I did still want to prepare everything and make sure I was able to get a lot of good teams going before I get into this. Alright, yeah, before we get into the fights, make sure you like and subscribe. 95% of you are not subscribed to this channel, so make sure you do. And yeah, let's just get into all the fights. So there is only one level here. It is another one of these, because they've done this in the past where there's no, it's usually level 1, 2, 3, but instead it's all of these, which it seems to be a Majin Buu Saga theme, which I guess fits with DAIMA. So I don't know who the boss is going to be, maybe Kid Buu. But I don't know if any of our teams would square up against them pretty easily. I think we're just going to go in order. We're going to go Babidi and Dabura first, assuming that they are the, locks and seals. Okay, that's kind of annoying. We're going to do movie bosses for this one, I think. We're going to do that. So we'll do, he's movie boss leader, he's movie boss leader, and then these are all just movie bosses. So I'm pretty sure Garlic Jr. is good on this, right? Because yeah, he needs movie bosses. Okay, and then he has a revive. So yeah, we are right on movie bosses. I don't have his big bad bosses all the way up. So yeah, we'll do the first stage with movie bosses and let's get into it. So usually they reveal them one by one, so I can just do the easiest one with the weakest team, which usually is like Majin Buu Saga or movie bosses, something like that. That's like a year or so old. But, let me turn my ringer on, actually, because you can't hear anything. This is a little different. Okay, so they lock everyone. All right, that's a little different. I'm not going to use, I could use Golden Frieza's. I am going to use Golden Frieza's target, because it's hitting before he attacks. So we are actually going to just go for damage here, I would say. Who's going to be slot 1? Garlic Jr. next. Then, yeah, we're kind of screwed. I'm just going to go for damage here and try and kill with everyone before, like, as soon as possible, I guess. We're going to try and kill. I guess I could have gotten more ki with him, but he doesn't get ki per orb, so that doesn't really matter. Okay. I think maybe we can kill with Golden Frieza here, because he's going to get a lot of buffs. Ooh, I think he might seal on his super, though, because it did say locked character switching and seals. Okay, no, it didn't seal. What else did it say, then? I just looked at it, and I already forgot. I thought it said it's sealed, but maybe it not. I wish I could have had the Golden Friezas linked together, because it would have just given the other guy a lot more attack. Okay, never mind. We one-shot him. All right, this is really going to be a quick one then. I thought the Golden Frieza at the end would one-shot him, but the AGL Golden Frieza one-shot him. Okay. So, like I said, these usually are not that hard. What do I want to use next? I think I'm going to use Fuse Fighters next. We're going to do, you're my Fuse Fighters leader, and then you're my Fuse Fighters leader. So we'll run Go Tanks, your Future Saga, your Fuse Fighters, yours Fuse Fighters, and your Fuse Fighters, and your Fuse Fighters. Because, yeah, there's the GT Heroes guys, and then the Superheroes guys, and then the Future guys. Okay, yeah, these are my 7. It's hard to remember what, like, 7 I picked for each category. I really need to make little, like, tags for them, like up at the top. I know a lot of people don't really use those. I use them only for like very specific things, but I need to start using those more often. I'm just gonna throw the gods in slot 1 because this isn't like an insanely hard event, so I do think the gods should be all good to live with guard and 77% damage reduction in that first slot. So he can have his defense lowered and sealed and stunned. Okay, so we're fine there. Okay, he didn't super. We're completely good then. We're living everything. Physical Vegito Blue will be able to do a lot of damage and probably kill if these guys don't kill. Based on how last stage went, these guys will probably kill with this one super because, okay, no, never mind. That didn't do as much damage. I was going to say, if these are all going to be just like one-shots, I will be a little sad, but I'm glad I used, I guess, my movie bosses on that first stage because, I mean, it's not the weakest team we got. I'd say this is probably the weakest team we got. because we don't really have like a slot 1 or anyone really good. We have both the 10th tier fusions, but obviously they're not slot 1s. They're slot 1 once you are able to exchange with them, but if you don't exchange with them, then they're useless. So yeah, I think we should be all good with this stage regardless, especially since BUU isn't supering immediately, and he can be sealed and stunned. Not that we have anyone I think that would matter, but we should be all good. Okay, Physical Vegito Blue is probably gonna kill himself. Like, I should have put Physical Vegito Blue in the first slot. We would have 100, but he would have already killed. But he's gonna kill now once he gets one more super. If he gets one more super, Vegito. What the, he's still killed, but come on, man. You had 3 chances to do supers. I swear, Vegito, he's so good if he gets those supers off, but most of the time he doesn't. I swear. Maybe like, do you guys share the same experience with this guy? Maybe it's just me, or maybe who else is with this guy? I love that unit. He's one of my favorite of all time, but he just keeps screwing me. All right, let's go for Majin Vegeta. Or I guess who's next in my? Have I been doing it in order? I actually have. So yeah, let's go Majin Vegeta next. We'll keep going in order. We have GT Heroes, Super Heroes, and Future Saga left. I'm gonna save GT Heroes for the end just because it's the most fun. We're gonna use Future Saga right now. So we'll go, you're a Future Saga leader, you're my other Future Saga leader, and then these are all Future Saga. Ooh, one of them is not. Who is not? Oh, you are superheroes. Vegeta and Trunks is superheroes. I need to keep that on him. Yeah, okay, that's my superheroes, guys. So yeah, we're good. These are both Future Saga leaders, we're good. I needed to make sure that, like I said, I need to remember who's on each team so that I don't use someone on accident and then screw myself, because then I'll have someone that's not able to do anything. I am going to use the androids active immediately here, because why not? You know, it might as well. I think Future Gohan will probably kill on his own in that first slot. If not, I will be pleasantly shocked. But I do think Future Gohan kills in that first slot, especially since he has type advantage. And if he doesn't, then Rose is going to absolutely kill, because yeah, these are way higher attack stats than what we were doing before. These are more of the big boy teams. Okay, yeah, and he can have his attack lowered. That's good. Just in case he was scary at all, he can have his attack lowered. So we're all good. I think we will easily be able to destroy this. I guess I'll talk a little bit about the renovation of the red zone and blue zone events. I do think that's a great idea. I love it. Well, mainly because I think they got rid of attempt limits, to my knowledge. So no more attempt limits is the best. I want them to keep that, and like as they add more stages, keep that. But I don't know how I feel about them getting rid of the clears. I mean, actually I'm fine with it. It just means more stones, but that is something that like I just have to grind out now. Okay, he's dead this turn. But that's something I have to grind out now. At the very least, they kept the missions that we had already completed, and they added a couple new ones. Like I said, I was debating doing the Majin Buu Saga mission for the last stage of the blue zone, the Goten and Trunks and then Gohan, the STR and AGL one. So like the 2 people stages. So yeah, we're gonna do superheroes here. So I do like that. I do like that they kept our missions at least, and we just do we can just do new ones whenever. But I don't know. It's a lot of content. I do like it, honestly. I will say I like the change of it, but it's just a lot of content. It's gonna take me a while to beat all of those stages again. Okay, these guys kind of have to go in slot 1, so we're gonna do that. Pretty much everyone here needs to be hit, funnily enough, as I'm looking at it. So I guess Piccolo will get the most hits. Gamma 1 will get all of his hits, and then Gamma 2 will be on the next rotation. So we will be able to... ooh, and there's an enemy symbol now, actually. I didn't even notice that. There's an enemy symbol on the super attack, so you know which one's yours and which one's the enemy. I guess if you have, like, the same unit. That's really good. I like that a lot. I also haven't seen that super attack in a hot minute, because these guys sucked when they came out with the... Who did these guys come out with? It was an anniversary, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I'm blanking so hard on these guys. I really don't know. This Gotenks and Piccolo. Okay, these guys are a little more tanky. Obviously, the Vegeta and Trunks aren't as high attacking, I guess, but these guys are a little tankier, which is good. So you should be able to last a little longer in here. Gamma 1's going to be able to kill, and then we have one more stage after this, and GT Heroes is going to be able to do that. Hopefully pretty easily. I think they should be able to, because AGL Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta should still be able to tank in this event. But I have seen a lot of people saying, talking about him with all the new recent events, that he's going to, which I mean was kind of a prediction when he first came out. Oh, come on, Gamma 1, you can't dodge, we need hits. But it was kind of a prediction when he came out that he would age the worst out of all of the Download Celebration LRs. So it's not, and I think he has, but that's mainly just because he's a lot of numbers, and we don't have as many, or we do have some, like Baby and Rildo are Ki Blast super attacks, because that's where he really thrives, is when you are able to give, you're able to do Ki Blast super attack counters with him, and able to keep him in slot 1. But he is the best in slot 1, and he hasn't been able to slot 1 in a lot of fights, like Bio Broly, Cell Max, he can't really hold his own in as much. It's a little better. But people have been predicting that he would fall off, and it does seem like he is somewhat falling off. But events like this, he is still going to be able to be extremely dominant and sit slot 1 all by himself this whole time. I think we should be able to kill this turn, judging by the damage we're doing, because Gohan in the middle is going to be an absolute nuke. And if we don't kill this turn, we obviously are going to kill next turn, because Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 are just going to be able to fully, like, do their full barrage. But I think we should be able to kill here, because Gohan's going to get 2, if not 3 supers, if I'm not mistaken. So we should be able to get, should be able to kill him, because this, obviously, his next one's going to be just as high as this one, if not higher, based on how this guy works. He's kind of like the STR Gohan from the, yeah, it's the same amount. He's kind of like the STR Gohan from the second Broly movie, the Carnival LR one that was really good, the Family Kamehameha one. He does the same thing where, like, he does an 18 key, and then he does a 12 key, and the 12 key is, like, way higher than the 18 key somehow, because he just builds up, like, so much with each attack. Alright, Kid Buu is the last one. I could have, if I didn't say that, I should have, because I feel like that's the most predictable one. But we still have GT Heroes to run. Obviously, we have 2 GT Hero leader skills, and there's going to be a whole lot of leader skill going around right now. And obviously, Gogeta will have his intro, so there's going to be a lot of support. This is going to be a really good team. Okay, I am just going to run this. I know that Goku, the AGL one in the end slot, is not going to be able to transform on turn 4, but I honestly don't think we're making it to turn 4. If I were to take a stab at this, I don't think we're making it to turn 4. This guy doesn't have a Ki Blast Super Attack, which sucks. Seeing that enemy thing, I really like that. I really like that addition. I don't know if that was on JP, because we just got the friend system update. So I don't know if that was on JP. Okay, perfect. It didn't hurt, and it didn't do enough damage. Or it didn't stun or didn't seal anything. But I don't know if that was just added with it, or I didn't remember seeing it in the update thing, I guess. That assumingly was added with it. Oh, we're killing, like Gogeta's killing immediately, and it's Kid Buu. He's not gonna have a second phase. Sometimes these bosses do also have second phases, but obviously this guy's not gonna. It's Kid Buu. Okay, yeah, he's dead in 1 minute. But I don't know. I'm assuming that was added with the friend mission update and the like red zone revamp update. But I can't really tell. But I'm assuming it is. Okay, he does have a phase 2. Never mind. What's his next phase? Oh, it's Goku. Okay, this is kind of cool. I am gonna do this so that the Int Gogeta can get as much attack as he possibly can. Just because being in slot 1, he doesn't get the attack. He does have the counter chance, but I think our 77% damage reduction. Yeah, okay, I was gonna say if he doesn't super there, then like if he did super there, I think maybe we would take some damage, but we should be good regardless. But if he doesn't, now we're completely good, because post super with their damage reduction, they're gonna be completely fine. Ooh, and we do build this guy up. That's kind of interesting. We're gonna be able to use Gogeta's active skill next turn though, like on turn 3, because he's got that beast like get hit, use it. So we're all good. We're completely good here. We're gonna kill next turn. And we have the Super Easy A Vegeta next turn too. We're 100% like killing next turn. If like, maybe unless we don't do a lot of damage here, but we should be able to kill next turn. I guess kind of going back to what I was talking about before with the updates. God, they just keep supering. I stopped talking for a second just to wait for them to super, and they still supered. These guys take so long. But the Red Zone and Blue Zone updates, I like that they got rid of attempt limits. I think that is one of the greatest things they've ever done. And like, one of the greatest things they've ever done is removing it, because one of the worst things they've ever done is adding it. So I love that they did that. I like that they added some new missions, obviously. I don't know if they're gonna add new stages to these events, or they're just gonna make new ones, because they do tend to just like make a new set of difficult events every year or so. And Red Zone has kind of been like consistently updated, but like Supreme Magnificent Battle was one of those new like hard stages. Okay, yeah, we were able to do a lot of damage with this Gogeta, and I'm happy with that. Super, so that we can counter it? Okay, he's a countdown. I guess that makes sense. It's Spirit Bomb, so he's a countdown. So no, we're guaranteed living this, and we're guaranteed like we're guaranteed everything. We win. And with Pan like support, I think she supports for 2 turns, but with Pan support, we're gonna be doing even more. Yeah, this is not even close. This is gonna destroy him. Maybe the active skill will kill. I don't know. But I don't know if they're going to add a new set of difficult events, or they're just going to keep updating those ones, because there were missions for clearing all of them. So I don't know. I know that was for Blue Zone. I don't know if it's in Red Zone or like Supreme Magnificent Battle. I know there was a mission like that for that. So we might not get more Blue Zone mission or Blue Zone stages, I guess, which would kind of suck, because I do like those. It's kind of just like the hero side of Red Zone. You fight heroes instead of villains. So I do hope they keep updating that, and they keep updating missions and stuff. But I do think this was a good revamp to give it a fresh look, fresh idea, and obviously just gives us a ton of stones, which I really like. And then obviously the friend system update was amazing. I don't know if it's entirely live on global yet, because I don't need a friends stage for this. So I don't know if it's entirely live on global, but I do think that's a great update. I love that very, very much. Especially not as much for me because I want to look for rainbow friends, but other people need it when they already have rainbow or they want to use like an obscure leader, which I guess also helps me because I sometimes use obscure leaders for missions. All right, yeah, like I said, that was gonna be pretty easy. The anniversary clashes are usually really easy. I hit my mic on accident, I'm sorry. Yeah, the anniversary clashes are usually really easy, but I did want to get this one on camera because I had never done this before. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you stayed all the way to the end, I think I love you. Make sure you like and subscribe, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.